Actually, I just realized. Sorry about that. Let me set this right here. I'm trying to pull up the live. Just give me one hot second to get situated. Hello, Leona. Welcome in. Hello, DiVicino. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Hi, Snowy Cat. How are you? Hi, Pen. Welcome, welcome. I just closed out of the screen that I needed to open. Does that ever happen to you guys? Like, you go to open a screen and then all of a sudden, like, you accidentally close it? Oh my. Such is life, right? When one thing goes one way, everything goes the other way. Oh, come on, YouTube. There we go. It's taking a second, but we got this. Hi, Jess. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on. Come on in. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Ginger. How are you? Hello to the mods. Thank you for being here as always. Oh, so I didn't. Okay. I always wondered what like the main screen looks like when you log in. I always keep it up, so I never really have a chance to like look at it. So this is the first time that I actually saw it. Hi, Patricia. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let me go ahead and view my channel. View my channel. We have a very intimate crowd of 65 people so far. I love this. Sometimes it's nice to have an intimate crowd, right, guys? You know, just us squirrel friends all chilling out together. I love it. So, anyway, I have been super busy today catching up on all the things. You don't realize how much gets neglected until you actually have some free time to look around, you know? I had flower beds that I thought I did weren't done. I had patches of grass that was supposed to be cut that did not get cut that I needed to. Bushes that needed to be trimmed. All the things. Anyway, so I had quite the eventful day outside. I didn't get any work done on the inside, by the way. I spent the entire day literally outside doing all the things. The driveway, the flower beds, the lawn. I still have more of the lawn to do. Anyway, because I use an electric mower just because it's friendlier for the environment. So my batteries, plural batteries, have like died and they're like on the charger. So yeah. I had to say, all right, time out on cutting the grass because I ran out of juice. So it's okay. You know, it was a sign. The world was telling me, Juan, take a break, relax, go put the PJs on, and come on in here and be with some friends. So thank you guys so much for being here. Anyway, can you guys hear me okay? Is this too far away? Like, I have this sitting on the desk. Is it better up here? Or would you rather have it like down here? Is it okay either way? I'm curious. It's fine. I love it. Okay, you guys can hear me? Great. So listen, this is Saturday night date night. And down? Okay, good. It's much better away. Okay, I love it. So Saturday night date night. I got the PJs on. We got the PJs, and I have my Bobos. Have you guys tried these? They're so good. They're called Bobos. The strawberry stuffed oat bites. When we go to break these, it's all the things on the inside. So, so good. Lois, my mom is fine. Thank you for asking. And then I have these right here. Nature's Bakery fruit bars or fig bars. So good. I'm supposed to have the gluten-free ones, but it's like $7 a box. Like, listen, I can bite the bullet for one snack. You know what I mean? Moderation is key. The only time I really eat these, well, I used to eat them all the time, like literally all the time. And now it's sporadic, like every now and then. So, yeah. I have that. I have my coffee in tow. Did you guys bring your favorite drink? I have mine. I have my Dunkins, right? Hi, Brenda. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. So, so good. Hey, 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 Juancito. Buenas noches, señorita. ¿Cómo está hoy? So, for those of you guys that are asking, I'm a diabetic, and the doctor suggests that perhaps I stay away from gluten because gluten can have a tendency to, like, you know, turn into sugar. Lemon blueberry is Luna number one. Wait, that was a tongue twister for me. Lemon blueberry Luna is number one. I have to try that. Hi, Helen. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for popping on in here. It's a smaller crowd than usual. I love that. I don't mind either way. I mean, I'm just thankful that y'all are here, just noting the things. So, listen, I told you guys yesterday that I may be working on a whip while I chat with you guys. So, the other 2-bit granny that I showed yesterday is done. I finished it. So, it's going to be part of the podcast as a finished object. And now this one is the smaller one that I need to finish for Camp Boggy Creek. So I have some yarn choices to put on here. So excited. I'm very, very happy about this. I do like making these 2-bit grannies. Listen, it may be a repetitious thing on this channel. You guys may have to just listen to me talk about these. Because it's stash busting for me, and I love that. I love like dipping through my balls and skeins. Like I have a table filled of like skeins and balls and all the things literally all over the desk, and I'm using them for these projects. So it's a party in a blanket, right? Dawn, that's so good. I love it. And by the way, I love the one that you posted in the Facebook group. So, so good. I need a sack. I have quite a few sacks. Look at this. So the desk is full with like balls and cakes and stuff. And look, I don't know if you could see it, but right there, see where my finger is? I have 2 ball sacks right here. And then I have 2 more bags right under the camera. 4 ball sacks just in the studio, not including what I have in the other rooms. Like, I need to get through the things. That's why I decided to take inspiration from Trisha and do these squares. However, I mentioned this yesterday. I got to tell you guys, there's an update to this. So I was crocheting over my ends because I was taking the lazy way out. I didn't want to have to sew in my ends. I didn't feel like sewing in my ends. So I'm like, Juan, just crochet over them. They're fine. It's for the house. So I went to tug on the squares, and those little tails that I had crocheted over started coming out. I'm like, man, you mean to tell me that I can't crochet over these ends because they're going to pop out? And that's exactly what's happening. So I don't know if you can see that. See the ends? They're popping out. So I can't do that. I can't crochet over my ends with the granny square. So I literally have to sew in all of my ends. So I'm going to take these squares and I'm going to join them together to create a little something or another. Maybe a crochet hook holder or something. I don't know. But I'm going to line it with fabric, and I'm going to douse sticky tack on one side of the square. And I'm going to back it up against fabric. And that way, I'm not wasting it. It's actually being repurposed into something, and it's, again, not going to waste. However, I did a whole bunch of these. I lowered the hook. These were done with a 6. US letter J. I did, yeah, just these 6 US letter J. I hooked down to a 5.5, and I am in love with the way this looks. Like, I am all about big hooks and big stitches, but for the purposes of what I'm trying to create, I literally went to a 5.5 millimeter hook. It's only half size, but it makes a big difference. So, yeah, I mean, it's slightly smaller, but look how much neater it is. There's just something really nice about the neatness of this all. So, I have, I think, 20 of these finished already. Ends are sewn in and all the things, which, again, I'm saving for the podcast because I have to have the things to show you guys, things to talk about, whips, works in progress. But I was so excited that I wanted to share this with you guys to let you know that my stash is being busted. I am busting through this mess. We're getting through the things, and I'm very excited about it. So, yeah. I'm trying to decide which one should I open first. I think I'm going to do this. Let's look at the inside of this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Nice and slow. It's so good. It's filled with all the things, guys. If you haven't tried this, you have to try it. They have different flavors and things. It's very gooey and all the things. So good. Looks great in the small hook sample. Yes, Leslie, I agree. And I'm usually not one that says, let me go ahead and hook down just because, you know. First of all, I'm using different yarns, right? I'm not sticking with the same brand. So some of these yarns are thinner, some of them are thicker. So to be safe, I'm going down a half size and it's working perfectly. So I'm very excited about that. So why not? Strawberry fig, yes. Guys, so good. They need to sponsor one of my videos. I have to write them and be like, listen, I'm a YouTuber. I love your product. Sponsor one of my videos, please. I would appreciate that, you know. You have both of those sitting here right here. Oh, you love them too, Cole? It's so good, right? Listen. A box of these will run you like 3 something here in Delaware. Like $4 for a box. These over here, they come in like a supersized box of 18 bars for $11. You can't beat that. So good. So good. Anyway, let's do the coffee. How do you keep circles flat? So easy. It's so much easier because sometimes, I mean, yeah, the grand scheme of it all is like, oh my goodness, it's hard. It's math. Math is how you keep circles flat. If you start, like, if you do a chain and you do your first round, however many stitches are in your first round is your multiple per round. What I mean by that is that's your increase. So for instance, if I start round number 1 with 10 stitches and I go to round 2, round 2 needs to be 20 stitches. And then round 3, to keep it flat, you add 10 stitches to that. So now it's 30 stitches, 40 stitches, 50 stitches. And as long as your math is correct, your circle will be flat. The minute that you lose track of your count, and let's say you don't have enough stitches, it will start to curl up. And if you have too many, it will start to curl down. So, yeah, to keep it flat, your count has to be just right. You have to have the correct stitch count per round. And let's just say that round 1 had 12 stitches. So 12, 24, 36, 48, you increase by the amount of your initial round. If round 1 had 16 stitches, every round will increase by 16 stitches. And that's how you keep a flat circle. All right? Hopefully that answered your question. Math stinks. Kidding, of course, because as fiber artists use it, we have to, unfortunately. I wish that the formula would just be there for us, but it doesn't happen that way, unfortunately. Hi, Debbie Dow. Welcome in. Deborah Dow is here, and Regina, hello to you. Hi, Cherry. Hello, hello. Thank you all so much for making Saturday night date night. Hi, Kathy. And Candace, hello to you. Colette from Chicago is here. Hello to you. Yes, you made it to a Saturday night date night. So good. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome in. Thank you for being here, Kimmy. The Crochet Cabin is here. This coffee is delicious. So good. So, what are we working on, guys? What are you guys working on? Tell me the things. Hi, Sky. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. How to date night around, right? And it's the cheapest date around, right? It requires $0. Just bring your coffee and some snacks. Bring your moo and your slippers. And here we are, right? Maybe a snack and a whip bag or two. You're working timber trails, Val. That's awesome. Lasso blanket for taco challenge. I love that. How are you liking that blanket, Connie, with this that loop stitch? You like that? It's a little different. I mean, it's lots of loops on the other side. You're working on the 2-bit granny. It's so much fun. I just like it. So if I do 3 rounds of a color, what do we call that? 3 peas in a pod? Or a 3-bit granny? Oh, hello, Maria K. Welcome in. Hi, Tie-Dye Dawn. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. You are a cheap date. Well, that makes 2 of us, right? Low maintenance. It's fine. You love it. 2 colors, purple, lots of texture. Yeah, tons of texture. Hi, Denise. You're working on a blanket for local charity. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. And Patsy, you're making a simple granny shawl with my first kick of joy yarn. Nice for the summer. That's so, so cool. You're working on Amy's, Regina. That's great. Adeline, you're working on my timeless reflection shawl. So good. So, so good. So I've got quite a few projects on the hook. You've been hearing me talk about all the things. I got my vintage granny squares. I have my spectrum corner to corner. I have, what else do I have? I have my, oh my goodness. Hold please. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's not even in here, is it? Mm-mm. No. It's Jaxie's project. The one that Jaxie released. I want to say level up, but that's not it. It's got the levels, and I showed it yesterday. Ugh. Jaxie, if you're in the chat, can you tell me what the name of the project is? Oh, pique my interest. Pique my interest, pique your interest, pique all the interest, right? Let's just go ahead and pique all the things. So I'm working on that. I'm waiting for week 2 to drop. You know, I thought about this. How many of you guys did this? Ready? Okay. So when Luck of the Draw rolls out, right, and week 1 gets drawn, and you do your week 1, you're just so excited that you want to get week 2 done. Do any of you guys tell yourself, well, I'm just going to put a color on, and whatever number that Trisha draws out of that cup, I'm just going to make that the week 2 color, because she doesn't repeat weeks, right? So, like, the week that we pulled for week 1, it's not going to happen for week 2. So technically, you can put another color on for week 2 and just assign that color the number she pulls out of the cup to just stay ahead of your work, right? I mean, technically you could. Is it cheating if you're just like working ahead? I mean, you can literally just be like, all right, Trish, Trisha, whatever you pull out of that cup, I'm going to change up the card and I'll just assign that color, that number that you pull. And that way I have like an extra week. I mean, you know, jeez. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm trying to make a shawl. I mean, a poncho. I'm trying to make a poncho, and I'm like, well, why don't I just go ahead and assign the color for week 2 so I can be ahead on designing this poncho that I've waited a year to release. Oh, well, what fun is that? Ruins the anticipation, right? Well, I've tried doing it last Luck of the Draw 11. I couldn't get away with it because my schedule was too busy. I was so distraught. I'm like, I could just do this real quick, but then I couldn't because of the day job. So this time around, I have a little bit of free time. It's not as busy during the day job, at the day job as it was before. So I'm like, I could go put another color on it and just assign whatever the number she pulls, and it buys me an extra week's worth of stitching time. But no, I'm going to sit it in the bag. Do I have it in here? Yes, I have it in here. So just for transparency, I'm showing you my situation. I'm letting you guys know because I don't want any of you guys saying he cheated. There's my card, right? All the things. And here's my week 1. I didn't put week 2 on there. It's literally just week 1 right here. That's it. I thought about putting week 2 on here, but I'm not going to do it. And if you didn't see this yesterday, look at this bag. Isn't this hilarious? I love it. So good. Love it. I'm missing the things. One of yours was yellow too. It's just such a good color, you know? It's that time of year. That goes without saying. Doesn't mean I didn't want to do it, you know? I did want to do it. I wanted to put week 2-1, like now. How do I keep track with all the things? So I have a whiteboard. I don't really show my whiteboard, but I have a whiteboard with like, it's an erasable whiteboard. And I put everything on the whiteboard. That's how I keep track. Sometimes I forget to put the things on there. Like I forget to update the board. But yeah, when I get a chance, I put the things on the board. So, yeah. So hot, but so, so good. Let me put a color on here really quick. I feel like there's no time to waste. You know that rabbit in Alice in Wonderland always running around with the watch? I'm late, I'm late. That's how I feel some days. The next color that I'm putting on here, guys, is this one. I'm putting this color on next. Hopefully it's enough. Do you think this is enough yarn to go around twice? What do you guys think? Should I go with more yarn? Or pick a color that has more yarn? And if that's the case, I'm actually going to go with Hunter Green. What do we think? Should I do the fuchsia or the Hunter Green? This is how much yarn I have in the Hunter Green. I think this is enough. So, okay. Denise says fuchsia. Hi, Amber. Welcome in. Well, Laura, I would love to just try it, but you know, there's nothing that chaps me more than doing 2 rounds and then being 3 stitches shy of finishing the round and then having to frog it because I don't have any more of this color. I don't have any more of this color. This is it. So it might be enough. All right. I'm a little nervous. Sky, this isn't pink. All right. This is fuchsia. Fuchsia, it's fuchsia. Green will show less dirt. I love your reasoning. I love the way you think. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm going to go with Hunter Green because it's the safer way. I'll just start another 2-bit granny. Right? Just cause for doing it. And who would have thought that, like, the 2-bit granny would have ever been a thing, you know? But I'm hearing other people mention, like, hey, I'm doing a 2-bit granny. Do you know how happy that makes me? Like, because here on this side of the camera, like, my grandmother, my aunt, you know, even my mom, like, we all know what a 2-bit granny is. And, like, we've always been doing it. And to hear you guys say it is really nice. Like, I really do like that. It makes me sing. It makes my heart sing. So good. Where is it? Anyway. So good. Isn't enough? Just add another pink at the end. DiFacino, I don't know. I don't know. That defeats the purpose of the 2-bit granny. It's got to be complete rounds or else it's no good. You know what I mean? It's got to be perfect. Because otherwise, it's just a scrappy situation. We might as well just call it this. We might as well just make another one of these, right? If we want to just do that. And how nice is this blanket coming along, right? Vintage Spectrum, corner to corner, all the leftovers from all the projects. It's going on here. Super, super crochet rules, right? Trying to be organized and disciplined, right? I'm trying. You know, when I made my scrap cakes, when I first started doing them, everyone was like, Juan, why are you just putting any old color on them cakes? you should be organizing them. And I'm like, well, because, you know, it's fun. There's no rules to it. So, yeah, sometimes it's okay to do a little bit of both of the things. So I'm cool with it, you know? Anyway, it's been gorgeous outside, guys. I don't know how long it's going to stick or stay, but listen, I'm here for it. I hope tomorrow's just as good as today, you know? Yarn Tetris. It's so good. I love it. We love a good Tetris situation. That looks spectacular. I couldn't do that. The colors would stop me from deciding. Now I need to know if there was enough fuchsia weight green, then weigh it again after to see how many grams it took. That's good. That's good. It's hot in Louisiana. Oh my. And I bet you it's like humid too. You guys get that humidity down there. Guten Abend, Virna. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I do crochet over my ends on this. This is a donation blanket, and it's fine. You know, it's literally just one piece, so it is what it is. Actually, I just put the things in the wrong place. Oh my, what am I doing to myself? Anyway, the humidity is ridiculous. I was in Baton Rouge, and I'll tell you, it was like, oh my goodness, like walking into, what do you call them things? Saunas. It's like walking into a sauna down there in Baton Rouge, like in the middle of summer. It's just so humid, so hot. It just takes the breath away from you. It's just all the things that you don't want out of heat, you know? We're being air fried in Oklahoma. Humid heat and a south wind. Oof. I'm so sorry. Over here, I mean, it's like I said, it's been gorgeous. I'm not going to sit here and complain because I know it's been horrific literally everywhere else on the other side, you know? Hello, Puro Crochet. Welcome in. Heat index 109. Oof. Sharon, you can keep all that. That's why I had to leave Texas. I was in DFW for a good stretch of time. And I said to myself, you know what, Juan, this can't be a life assignment. I can't be in DFW for the rest of my life. It's just too hot for me, especially since I came from up here. Like, I'm from up here. So I'm not used to all that. 113 in Arizona? Yeah, see, no. That's traumatic. I'd have PTSD having that kind of heat, you know? And you guys live it every single day. You're making a wrap with the fantail pocket. Oh, that's so nice. It's such a great stitch. I love that you like that. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed this. I'm sure you have. I mean, unless you're under a rock somewhere. I have been pumping in those stitch tutorials just to have them there. And listen, whether you've seen them before or not, just know that they're there. They're literally there just for you guys as a reference, you know? And if ever there's a stitch, and I have been getting people with stitch requests. So if you have a stitch request, wantheyarnaddict@gmail.com. It'll go on the list. If it's already on there, it's there. But if I don't have it on my list, I'll put it, you know, on the list. The goal is to have all the stitches there. And I'm also going to work with like edging stitches and combo stitches. You know, I'm going to take bits and bobs of different stitches and run them together to just have your, you know, a very own stitch combo. So like, let's say you want to make a wrap and you don't know what stitches to put together with other stitches. You can go to the Stitch Academy and look and see the stitch combos that I have there. And you can look at the pattern that's there and be like, oh, okay, I like that pattern. I'll do that one. Or I like this one, so I'll do that one. Or maybe I'll mix both of them together because they both look good, you know? It's literally going to be there for your reference. So, you notice, yes, I have been saving them. Oh, you've been saving them to a playlist? Okay, good. Yep. Hi, Donica. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Anne. Twins, iris in a basket so far? Oh, twins, iris, and basket. Yes. That basket stitch is a very nice stitch, and that is a combo stitch. That's that iris and that V stitch, which is really, really nice. So I think what I'm going to do is, like, for stitch combos, I may make like a separate folder, like a separate playlist, because it's not a specific stitch. It's a combination of stitches. And maybe, you know, if you're looking to make like a wrap or a shawl and you're wondering like what stitches go well with other stitches, maybe you can look at those videos to see the combination of stitches to see how they work up, you know. Thank you so much for step by step left hand. Yes, from one lefty to another. Yes, I love it. And I do get questions a lot about, you know, the left and right handed tutorials. I know most of you guys, 99% of you guys know this. I'm a left handed crocheter. My right handed tutorials are thanks to technology. They take my video and do the things so that the right handers can actually see what I'm doing. But when you watch the left handed tutorials, that is legit me crocheting in real time. That's how I crochet. If you see it in right hand, it's like inverted, just so that the right handers can see the tutorial. And the opposite is true for those who do the tutorials and they're right-handed. So like I know Jax is a right-handed crocheter, so when I watch her tutorials, if I want to see her crochet like legit the way she crochets, I would watch her right-handed tutorial. The left-handed tutorial just inverts the process so that us lefties can actually see how it's done as a left-handed crocheter, you know? So, yeah, I love it. It's fun. You always thought Louisiana was akin to Florida. So good. Beanie weather where I live is year round, always cold here. Really? What? I'm going to have to pay a visit to that part of the globe, wherever that is, because I would love beanie weather year round. Forget this heat. I'd rather not have the heat, right? We have all the things to keep us warm. We don't need that heat. That heat can go away. Yes. Susan K., I believe you're correct. Louisiana is more humid because it's more inland, even though it's in the Gulf. You have that Gulf air. Oof. I don't know. Anyway, you take the cold over the heat any day, right? Any day. Listen, I would love it if we could get that northern Canadian weather year round down here. Like, give me 60 degrees all year. I'll take it. No higher than 68. 68, it's like a heat wave. You know, give me 58 to 68. That's kind of the sweet spot. You take Chicago autumn any day? Yeah. Yep, the wind and all the things. Hi, Serena. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Sugar. You miss actual fall. You know where the fall weather is the best, in my very humble opinion? New England. I lived in New England. It like Massachusetts. It's really nice up there. New England for autumn weather is just spectacular. The views of like all the trees and the shrubbery, and it's just breathtaking to see all the wonderful colors turn over. And of course you have that like the autumnal weather changing over. It's nice and cool. You have that brisk morning where you have like, you know, you can see your breath in the morning. It's really nice. Very, very nice. I do miss it, but I got to be honest with you. New England is a very expensive place to live. It's just, you know, yeah, between the tolls and the gas and the cost of living, no thanks. I don't want any of that. So, I like Nowhere, Delaware just fine. It's close enough so that I can travel up there, and my home is close enough to be able to drive back. Oh, I stayed up there for work. The day job sent me there. And I'll tell you, it's beautiful. Love it. But it is a very expensive place to live. For sure. Let's see. I watch the lefty to the end and see the flow and then see the righty. So it's so nice. You watch it twice. So good. Is acrylic good for a beanie or other yarn? Yeah, why not? I'll tell you what. If you're making like it's like just a regular acrylic beanie, yeah, I have one right here. It depends on the purpose, you know. I wouldn't use acrylic for every situation. If I were using like if I were doing like cancer caps, or if I were doing neonatal like beanies and things, I would use softer, more natural fibers. I wouldn't go straight to acrylic, but if I were doing donation beanies or if I were doing, you know, just quick makes and things, yeah, I would go with natural fibers. I would go with Pima cotton. Um, I'm thinking like a Nako cotton. They have a really nice soft one. Um, and if you want something budget friendly, I have to tell you, Mainstays cotton from Walmart is pretty soft. And it's actually quite affordable. I think it's like $3.40 something cents per skein. And it's pretty soft, you know? Is it the softest? No, but it's not peaches and concrete either, right? Hi, Bon Bon. Welcome in. Thank you for being here and thank you for the Purple Hearts, guys. And look at all those wonderful peacocks. Thank you so much, Yvette. You were on the peacock game today. Love it. All the beautiful colors. You haven't seen Mainstays cotton at my Walmart yet, so let's hope Canada gets it. I hope you get it too. I gotta tell you, again, it's just like the regular acrylic that we have down here. Their color selections are like minimal at best. We get like 4 or 5 colors. That's it. And by that I mean you get black, you get white, you get tan, you get mint green, and like a dusty rose pink. Those are the colors. I can tell you because I have it in my bag in the next room. Hello, Carrie. Welcome in, and thank you so much for the hearts. You guys are so kind. Your Inspirations has Red Heart 20% off 6 skeins or more. Guess what, Tracy? I know all about it. I'm waiting for my order. I'm going to be doing a yarn review on that new yarn they have. I'm just waiting for it to come in, and I'm going to do some swatches, and I'm going to do a yarn review on that C2C. They have a C2C yarn coming out. They call it like a motif. It's a corner to corner. Oh, my goodness. It's a corner to corner all-in-one granny, and I'll do the tutorial. I mean, not tutorial. I'll do the yarn review for it, and we'll see what happens. Is it going to be good enough for a corner to corner? I don't know. Hello, Ellen, the crazy crafty lady. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hello, Imani. Welcome in. Late to the show, but I got off work later than usual. Listen, Imani, I really appreciate you popping on in here. Jess, thank you so much for the gifted membership, and congratulations to Nomina for the gifted membership from Jess. So good. And if you guys are wondering why I say that, because when the replay gets played back, you may or may not be able to see the chat. And if you're just watching this without seeing the chat, you hear that someone gifted a membership. By me saying who the person is, the viewer will then know who was gifted the membership. So, yeah, so good. You see so many creator channels on how their orders are always messed up from Your Inspirations. I'm afraid to order there. Well, Linda, I will tell you, not everybody has had issues with Your Inspirations. You know, sometimes yes, but every time, no. It's not always the case. Sometimes we're just going to leave it at that. We're just going to leave it at that, you know? It's not always a problem, okay? Read in between the lines. Anyway, so let's see. Fantabulous job on the Wildflower Oasis throw. It's stunning in the solid sage green. I'm super happy that you're having a good time with it. You got it, Linda? Good. Let's see. We're promised FedEx is misdelivered. Yep. It does happen. Yep. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Hi, Andrew. Welcome in. See, Andrew? How do you say the things? How do you say the things without having to say the things, right? We're just going to leave it at that. It's fine. And I would agree with you, Tracy. You know? I would agree. And this green is looking really nice, right? On a brighter note. On a less spicy note. Hi, Fontrello. Welcome in. I gotta fix my stitch. Fix that stitch. So good. I went to Walmart today. I didn't see any cotton. You know why? Because it's that time of year. Like, everyone's trying to get cotton. You know? Thank you, Donica. I appreciate that. This is going to be for the kids. Why are you guys making me cackle? Oh, the neon really pops. Yes, it does. The green adds a nice pop of color. It does, you know, in a different way. It's not like always, because I have enough loud colors on there. Like I have that neon yellow and then the green. So, yeah. So good. Oops. And I traditionally, like I don't typically crochet on Saturday night date night, guys. But I figured, you know, I'm keeping my hands busy. I'm killing two birds with one stone. It's just the same. We don't really do that. I love my birds. But yeah. I figured why not? I can sit here and crochet and talk to you guys at the same time. Well, it's your fault. I accidentally had to order 3 skeins of Red Heart Super Saver Earthy on Poshmark. Were you able to find that, Poshmark? Because when I found it, I ordered it, I got it in, I went back and tried ordering it, like, and there was nothing. I'm so glad you were able to get some, though. It's a beautiful colorway. Did you get it in yet? It's a beautiful color. It's very dark, earthy tones, and I think it would work up beautifully as a sweater. Or literally anything. A blanket. You know? So good, guys. Good way to think about it. Absolutely. Feed 2 birds with 1 loaf. I love that. That's a better analogy, or a better saying, so to speak. Instead of saying there's more than one way to skin a cat, there's more than one way to pet a cat, right? These old sayings that need to be adjusted, right? Hello, Adele. Welcome in. Last 3 skeins, just got it yesterday. Absolutely beautiful. Tara, you won't be sorry. I've been trying to collect it now for 6 months, and luckily I do have enough for my project, but I feel bad for the people who are just now discovering that colorway, because it's a gorgeous colorway of Red Heart. I mean, yeah, it has to be hands down a really awesome colorway. Hi, Roxy. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us for a little while. You finally got here. It's so good. And this hunter green is a little on the rough side, but you know what? It's necessary. It's good. I hope I can get this done in time for the podcast. How awesome would it be to have two big grannies completed by the podcast? That would be really nice. So good. Hi, Christina. Welcome in. So good. Now, I have a question. Do we have any birthdays? Any birthdays in the house? Any true birthdays? Right? I just want to make sure that, you know, since I have some time to kill, I can do the happy birthday song for those who have birthdays. Warms up. Backing vocals. Yes, we covered you yesterday, Andrew, 3 times, I think it was. We were doing warm-ups and everything. You like Red Heart Painted Desert colorway more than the Earthy? Are you kidding me, Jeremy? No way. This? More so than Earthy? My Earthy happens to be in the other room. Dang it. I like painted. How awesome was it that I happened to have a skein of Painted Desert. Oh, a true addict, right? You say a colorway, I'll go reach in within arm's reach. Bing, bang, boom, you know? Whose birthday is it? Barb. Okay, so let's do Barb. And you know what? I'm going to do a generalized birthday for the birthday folks that are in the chat. Let me see. My birthday will be on Taco Tuesday, the 19th. That will be Laura's choice. Right. It will be your choice. I will give you the option of me singing it in English or Spanish since it's Taco Tuesday. And, you know, I do know more than one language, so I can definitely do that. So good. I love all of the emojis, Adele. So nice. Especially the fist one. Bang. Love it. Met your choice on projects. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll let that be your choice too. You know what we'll do for your birthday, Laura? We will allow, like, I'll have you tell me what project you would like. Okay. And we'll put it on the table as one of the choices. You know, we'll put it into the thing. We'll write it on the thing. We'll put it into the jar. We'll do the things. And if it comes up, there you go. Portugués now, Juan. Portugués. Right? Sign language too? Yes, I can do sign language. Happy birthday. Yeah, we could do all the things. So, anyway, I will do a happy birthday to all the birthday folks. Does the happy birthday song make some of you guys cringe? I'm just curious because, I don't know, sometimes it makes me like, ugh. Is your violin on TikTok? No, my violin is actually in my yarn room on the top shelf. I need to get them down because I need to put more yarn up there. I'm trying to figure out where to put my violins at because I've had my violins with my yarn, but now with all my yarny things, I need to make room for all that. Oh, thank you guys. Okay. Not the way you sing it. Thank you. All right. Well, we'll do the happy birthday to all the birthday folks. Kathy, I'll let you finish your question. I'll be back and I'll revisit that in a second. It looks like there's a piece of your question missing. No traditional place for a fiddle is on a roof. Yes. Henceforth and forthwith. I just don't know if I can get them up there. I have no idea. No idea at all. Anyway, let me get this up here. I gotta wet the whistle. Hold on, guys. Hold, please. Me. I have, well, that's a great place, Linda. I didn't think about that. Hello, Nikki. And let's see. Hello, Dejan and Kalani. Hello to you guys as well. Thank you for being here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I wish you many more. I wish you many more. I wish you many more. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday to all the birthday folks. So there's that. Cumpleaños feliz. Cumpleaños feliz. Okay, I'll stop. I'm being a ham right now. Anyway. Bravo, bravo. Happy birthday, August babies. Hello, Lamar. Welcome in. Don't stop. Yes, that's I was being a ham. No need to be a ham on a Saturday night, right? Parabens, right? I think that's called parabens. Yeah, I should practice more Portuguese. Like, I know phrases and words, but like, I have to use the translator when I talk to my friends. Hello, the Cozy Reader. Welcome in. Thank you, Ruth, for your kind words. That's so kind of you. So nice. So good. When we go on TikTok, I try not to, but when we have the music playing, I sing with the music. And only because I listen to the, like, I like what I like, right? So my albums, I'll listen to like the same songs, and I'll just be like not paying attention. I'll be on the live just crocheting away and I'm singing along, and people are like, "Don't stop, just keep going." Just keep going. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Some days you have trouble with English and don't know another language. Listen, I feel you there. When I do sign language with my mom for extended periods of time, like I naturally just start picking up my hands and I'm like, wait a minute. There's no one deaf around, so why am I signing? Janet says, ham it up. Ham it up. Ham it up, guys, right? So good. Words are hard, yes. Words are hard, but that's okay. Would you recommend a knitting book for someone who hasn't tried to knit in years? You know what? I'm going to look, Kathy, I'm going to look through my stash, my recipe books and things. I do have some really great resource materials for those who are interested in knitting that may want to have like a reference material, like a physical book. I have a few. I'll bring them tomorrow for Crochet with JTYA. I'll show you guys some reference materials if you're interested in that. But right off the top of my head, I do have some, but I just want to cross-reference and make sure that it's like the best choice that I can give you, you know? Am I still translating for the deaf? Not as much as I have been before. Every now and then I get called and asked to translate, but not very much as of late, to be honest with you. Because as like now, like there's a lot of people who are contracted through the insurance companies that are being called to do, translating services. So, yeah, not so much anymore. And that's okay. I like to translate on the fly. So if I meet a deaf person for the first time and they're, trying to communicate with someone who's hearing who doesn't know sign, I'll step right in and be like, "Would you like me to translate?" And they're like, "Yes, please." So, yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You can sign Tears in Heaven from ASL College Guest. Oh, that's nice. That's really awesome. Hi, Robin. Welcome in. I see someone saying hi to Robin G. Oh, there she is. Robin G, hello to you. Welcome in. Beautiful voice in Taco Tuesday. One of the projects has trebles and windows, which are one of your projects. Yep. So I can do that Taco Tuesday. Thank you. Wait. One of the projects has trebles and windows. Which one of your projects has windows in it so that I can do that Taco Tuesday? Thank you. So my ditty bag, I have a ditty bag that has windows that you eventually put like the cord through. The one behind me right here, that has windows, timeless reflections. Instead of doing double crochet windows, you can do treble windows if you want. Yeah, and then I have some patterns on Ravelry, like this yellow one right here. This one here is the Guiding Points of Light. That also has windows, as you can see. Tons of choices. I would go to the playlist and just look. There's tons to look at. So good. Whoa. I'm like, where did that window come from? I did have classes on my channel, like Sign with One. It really didn't get any traction. I mean, I had a little bit of views on it, but not enough to, the algorithm was, because it tells you things. Like in the studio, the algorithm, it tells you like which videos you should be doing more of and which ones you should stay away from. And it literally was like, those videos are not helping your channel, Juan. It literally was telling me that in so many words. It was saying these videos right here are not helping your channel. And so I eventually stopped doing them. Like people would, they were telling me they would watch them and things. And yeah, people were watching them, but not enough to sustain, the algorithm. So my channel would tank. And since it's not yarn related, I'm like, well, if I continue to do something like that, I would have to create another channel and it not be like a yarn channel. It would have to be like an all the other things channel. But there's enough people doing that these days. No need for me to follow suit. I'd rather just have the one, because one's enough to deal with, let alone having more than one. So, good weekend to you, Pure Crochet. Thank you so much for popping in here. I appreciate you. Ugh. So good. I love all the emojis. What is everyone snacking on tonight? Well, I'm still nursing this snack right here, my Bobos. I got this going, and then I have this fig bar. I have this one that I'm still working on. It's so good. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome in. Laura, you took the words right out of my mouth. Well, out of my head. You went in there and you plucked them out, and you're like, bing, all the things. You've been having a bad day, but listening to your voice makes me smile. Well, thank you. I'm glad that it does that for you. It makes me good. It makes me happy knowing that other people enjoy this, you know? So good. You just scarfed on an Annie's. Oh, man. I missed that comment, Jax. Crud. Cheers to Gen X Leos, right? They broke the mold when they made us. Absolutely. Annie's Pad Thai. Ooh. That sounds good. That sounds amazing. So good. Very, very good. Salmon, the fish. All right, Roberta, thank you so much for popping in here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me. One thing that I noticed that I need to stop doing, I'm just going to let you guys know this, because I've been, we're on date night, right? So I can just be like low-key, tell you the things. For the longest time, if you've watched my channel, you know that I keep to a time schedule, like I usually keep it at like an hour. And lately, you guys have been reaching out to me during the live, in emails, in direct messages, saying, Juan, why are you always stuck to this time schedule? You're not doing this anywhere else. So why are you doing that here? And I got to tell you, I had to think about that. I had to think about why I'm keeping myself to a time schedule, because it doesn't benefit me or you, So just know that I am thinking about, just because I'm already, dancing to the beat of my own drum. So I'm like, if I feel like being on for a few minutes longer, I'm just going to do it. I think what puts me off, I'll be real with you for a minute. Well, for context, I'm always real, but what it is, and I think it's a little off-putting for me as a host to see people say, okay, well, I'm done, bye. It's almost like having guests in your house. They're sitting in your living room and you're hosting your guests, and just out of nowhere, they stand right up and say, okay, time for me to leave, bye. You know what I mean? Without just cause, people just get up and leave, and they have to announce it. It's the whole arrivals and departure. And so to avoid the arrivals and the departure announcements, I try to keep it to an hour. That's why I do that. But you guys have been mentioning, like, Juan, why are you doing that? And you're right. I have no idea why I do that. So I won't be doing that. If you got to go, just go. Does YouTube require a certain amount of time to be on? No. There's this unspoken rule, apparently, that, and listen, I don't follow it because No one else pays my bills but me because I am a monetized channel. You guys know that. Um, yeah, you're supposed to there's this unspoken rule where you're supposed to like follow a schedule. Like if another channel is on, you should be mindful of that other channel and blah blah blah. That's what replays are for. That's what replays are for. So I look at it like this. If I'm on, this is the time that my life allows me to be on. So for me, I'm going to be on right now for you guys right here. If there's someone else on and you don't want to infringe or cross over or whatever the case may be, you can make that choice to watch or not, you know? So anyway, long story short, I'm just like, I know there's other channels on and I deeply respect all the other channels. But they don't pay my bills and I don't pay theirs. So if I choose to be on longer than an hour, then I'm going to do that. And, that's just how it's going to have to be. It's just going to have to be that way, And I always tell you guys, like, if you miss anything on my live, just catch the replay. It's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not, no lost sleep. So question, of course. What's the question? Is there a board that you all go to post when you're going to do a live? No. So I'm going to tell you, Colette, 2 years ago, 22 months ago, when I first started coming on, we had a whole different group of people back then. There was this unspoken rule, and I know there are some channels in here that would second this. No, you can't go on at that time because such and such is going on at that time. You can go on after them because that's when they go on. And then, I remember, okay, case in point, you ready for this? Does anyone know why I go live on Sunday at 6? There's a reason for that. The reason why I go live Sunday at 6 and no other time was because back then, when I first started doing lives, it was the only time slot that was available that I could go on without infringing on any other channel. That's it. That's the real tea. I wasn't able to go on any other time because some other channel was on. And I just kept that time because I decided to just keep that my time. But now that I'm significantly larger than I was 22 months ago, I just got to do what's right for me and my channel. I'm just literally dancing to the beat of my own drum. And, it goes without saying, I do earn my thumbs down. They do give me the thumbs down a lot. I'm okay with it. Attention is intention, whether it's positive or negative. It's fine. They give me those thumb down, they give me these. And I'm like, it's probably because I went on a little longer than I should have, but they're not paying my bills. So I'm happy with it, Do what works for you. We can pick and choose who to watch. Right. Exactly. The whole complex. I had this whole complex. Oh, why are they telling me they're leaving? It's so rude. Why do they have to tell me that they're leaving? And then you get the ones who come in 30 minutes after you've already been live. And they're like, wait a minute. What did I miss? Tell me all the things, Juan. What did I miss the last 30 minutes? I got to stop everything I'm doing to recap the last 30 minutes to the people who just came in. If you don't just stop and wait for the replay. Anyway, just thought I'd share some insight with you on that. That's right. This engagement is still engagement. And it helps the algorithm. So as long as you're clicking one way or another, you're still helping the channel. You'd be surprised. There's people that I don't know. I think they're on some other wavelength. They sit and they watch my lives and they watch my content. They don't comment. They're sitting there. We have some here in the bushes, and they'll wait till it's over and they'll give me the thumbs down, thinking like, "Oh my God, he's going to be so distraught because I gave him a thumbs down." It still helps the channel. It really does. You're new here, but this seems totally illogical. There are so many just yarn YouTube channels. Never mind, every channel. It's impossible to not be streaming at the same. Yes, that part. Yes. And that's the part that like so many people are trying to adjust to. Um, I maybe adjust. I'm not sure. There's so many yarn channels out there. Like even in other countries, they have YouTube platforms where what we look at on our screen, where it's all English, is in other languages, like completely in other languages. And those communities have yarn channels. And maybe there's this false sense of reality when it comes to like how big the fiber community actually is, because this here, what we see here, is just one little piece of a larger pie. Like, yeah, there's millions and millions of people who watch yarn channels across the globe. What we see here is just a little iota of a situation. And I learned that the hard way because I dipped in, because you guys know I speak other languages. So you can actually type, you can change your platform to another language. And when you do that, it redirects you to other places. And I've sat into yarn channels completely in other languages, completely different groups of people all speaking that foreign language, and not one person in the chat speaks English. And they're all sitting there enjoying the chat, and they're enjoying their host, and they're doing all the yarny things. So it goes to say it's huge. This yarny community is huge globally. So, yep. Did I see Denise E come in here? Hello, Denise E. Welcome in. So glad that you were able to make it. And if I didn't see you come in, I do apologize, but I thought I saw your name fly by. Or it was Dawn A. Sorry. I thought Denise C. I know she recently became was gifted a membership. So I wonder if she's been in here to see. Hello, Kendall. Make sure to tell Denise C. she's been gifted a membership. We would like to see her pop in here. I'll have to go over to Dawn Aaron's live or over there somewhere and find her. You do the same thing. Because yarn is universal. That's absolutely correct. Yes. And I got to tell you, some yarny communities are bigger than this one from what I've seen. Think about the population densities across the globe, right? India, there's like 1 billion people over there. Think about what that yarny community looks like, and all the cotton that they talk about with their heat being the way that it is. And think about China and how many millions of people are over there, and how many people crochet and knit over there. Just think about the fiber and the population and all the things. What we see here is not the whole community. And with that comes the understanding that channels will go live. And if your favorite channel is on and you happen to see that some other channel that you watch is on, you can always catch the replay. You can always catch a replay. You did announce my departure last night's live, but was excited to get a new kitten delivered. If you... Yes, it's fine. Just sneak out. It's good. Hi, Sabrosa. Welcome in. I got to tell you, like, Sabrosa, I didn't know you were a channel. I had no idea you were an actual channel until I can't believe I'm telling you this on a live. I went and clicked your name, and you're a whole channel. And you do a whole thing with all the things. So, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, oh, that's Sabrosa. Okay. Love that. You love watching tutorials in French and Spanish. So, yes, I like to watch them in Spanish. And believe it or not, there's just I don't know, for me, there's a comfort level when I watch it in Spanish. And I do have Spanish subscribers, and I do follow Spanish yarn channels. And it's actually really nice. It's refreshing to go sit in a live where everyone's talking Spanish, and not a single person in the chat is someone that you've seen on another live in one that speaks English. It's really nice, and it reminds you that this community is huge, and we all have to be, cognizant of that, So, hi Kim, welcome in. Thumb up, heart, coffee, check. Very good. Got all the things. It doesn't tell us who gives us the thumbs down. It really doesn't. And that's okay. But the other platforms do. They even tell us who hides in the bushes. It tells us everything. I wish our platform here on YouTube did that. I wish it would tell us like, who decided to come into the chat, like who's in the bushes in the back, but it doesn't do that. Because I would acknowledge every single person sitting in the back. I'd like, hello you, hello to you back there. I hope you guys are good. Thank you for popping in here. You think you saw someone from the Netherlands that had videos by the water? Mm-hmm. Hello, Michelle. Welcome in. So-and-so. Yes, so-and-so has joined, and you can just greet them and make them feel like they're welcome, nonetheless, Hello to the folks in the bleachers. And you're always lurking. I love it. And see, I try to steer away from that word. I used to use it a lot. And in some cultures, they find it offensive. So I don't use that word anymore. People in the bushes, people in the back, they're in here for one reason or another. They're giving me view time either way. So I appreciate you guys giving me the view time. Those of you guys in the back over there, thank you. I love it. So you only see the peeps that put out the chats. Yes, I only see the people. And then after the live is over, I think a few hours after the live is over, I can start to see the algorithm results, and then you'll start to see the thummies, and all the things come in. It'll give you like how many views and how many view hours and blah blah blah. And then I see these come in. I'm like, oh yeah. And the funny thing is like it's pretty consistent. I have the same amount of thumbs down pretty much every video. So I think it's the same group of people. And we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I get the same amount of thummies each time. Well, thank you, Val. Thank you for coming out of the bushes to let us know you're back there. Almost at 73K. I think I'm literally 5 subbies away from 73K. I checked before coming on. I'm like 5 subbies away. Yep. I have to put on. That's another reason why I'm doing all these tutorials. It's helping my channel grow. So I think this past week I did 5 tutorials or 6 tutorials this last week. Oh, it does say 73K? Wow, I gained the 5 subbies since coming on. So good. Woo! Hi, Teresa. You watching crochet? You're working on a housewarming mosaic blanket? I love it. So good. Yeah. But I do listen, whether you're in the back watching or up front commenting, I appreciate all of you guys coming here. I love it either way. You're in the squirrel's nest. I love that for you. Anyone watching but not subscribed, I get a lot of those. I do. I get a lot of people coming in and they're like, who is this person? Cozy Reader is normally in the back. I love it. Like, some people are a little irked about it. They're like, why are they not commenting? I don't mind it. If you're, especially because I get a lot of people that watch me off of their TV. My algorithm tells me this. A lot of my audience watches me on a television. And, commenting when you're watching TV isn't as easy as if you're watching me on a handheld device. And so, yeah, that's what I chalk it up to. But you do have people sitting at a computer just casually watching, not commenting, just waiting. They're waiting for all the words. Kathy's in the back, but she always says hi. I love it. Val, you watch me on your TV? I love it. I love it, Adele. You're still here crocheting and lurking and listening. Oops, I said the word. Sorry if that offends anyone. I don't want to offend anyone, so I'm not going to use that word. Your main language is Spanish, but I love watching. Thank you so much. I love that. And I do have a bunch of people who are subbed to my channel who speak Spanish as their first language. I did learn that. You sit in the back and crochet, Jennifer? That's so good. I think it was Tawna. Were you the one who requested the Celtic cable stitch for the Stitch Academy? I got a message. I believe it was you. I just want to let you know that I did get that message, and I do have you on my list for that stitch tutorial. I do have it. I am working on it, okay? Just letting you know. Granny D calls it spectators. That's so good. We all have our words, right? I got to find a word. I don't want to say hiding in the bushes because I don't really think of it as hiding. They're there. We know they're there, so they're not really hiding. Spectators are nice. Always in the back row. I love it, Marilyn. Thank you so much. I do. Listen, I get such a joy out of the fact that, like, a bunch of you guys come and hang out with me and you chat with me, and even if you don't respond, I'm like that buddy that's in the room. I love that, and I even ask myself sometimes, I'm like, why do so many people come and watch? And I'm just so thankful that you guys do. And it's my hope that someday, we get to a place where even more people come and we share all of this with even more people. It's so much fun. Oh, I love that, Torna. Maybe I give you double views on my phone and TV at the same time. Listen, I love it. Thank you. It's so nice. I'm going to thank you twice. Thank you and thank you. So good. Thank you so much. And I did miss Jax's live. I was actually outside cutting my grass because the weather's nice, and I'm very fearful that it's going to rain tomorrow, and I'm not actually going to get all the things done. Ugh. Hey Juan, I crocheted a blanket using puzzle yarn, and when I bought my new bedspread, it miraculously matched perfectly, even though I didn't plan it. That's serendipity. I attribute that to you. Well, thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Yes, we love a good puzzle yarn. Puzzle is all the things. Are my employees subscribed? Some of them are. Some of them are not. They're just not into the yarning situation. They're not into it. Yeah. See, replay is the way. You never miss the thing. I agree. Sometimes I was comments and miss what you say, so I'll watch the replay where I can focus on what you're saying. I appreciate that. Right? So good. Very nice. Someone's saying hi to Brian. Is Brian in here? I didn't see him come in. Brian, are you here? I didn't see your comment. Yes, Guy, I do have employees. Yep, I do. My day job, with the day job, I have 42. I don't see Brian's comment. Did Brian comment? I don't see him anywhere on my list here. Oh, there he is. He's lurking and eating. He was in the back. He was in the back by the bushes, eating his food. Well, listen, I appreciate that, Yvonne. Thank you so much for just being here. All are welcome. I do appreciate that. And let me see. There's another one that usually sits in the back. There's another Yvonne. Last name begins with a D. She also watches in the back too. She tells me after the fact. You really like watching you and interacting with the people on the channel. Yes, Fran. Yes. So good. We have ducks. Michelle's given us some ducks. I love the ducks. The fibers are flying in the room, guys. It's like all in here, It's fine. Yeah, but I gotta speak on this again. I just want to let you guys know that me being restricted to time frames is going to be a thing of the past. I'm going to let the vibe of the room dictate when we come off, because a lot of you guys message me and you say like, "Hey Juan, you make awesome company. Can't you just make them a little longer because they feel short sometimes?" And I never really gave it much thought. But the reality is, yes, I watched some of them back and I'm like, I could have stretched that out another 10 minutes. I could have, just hung out with you guys a little while longer because I don't know, I feed off of the energy, you know? I feed off of your energy, and if we're vibing, we're chilling, you know? We're gonna do the things, right? Thank you, Zoila. I appreciate it. So, anyway. Do you do coffee and cake late at night still? Yes, I do. I do. We did. We hit 73K. Love it. Watch mainly because your content is inspiring and I'm just really getting back into crochet after a long break. The positivity is a huge plus. Thank you, Christy. Um, so to speak on that, I got to tell you guys the things. Um, did I miss? Did I miss something? What did I miss? What did I miss? I got it. Hold on. Let me scroll back. Do, do, do. Did I miss? Did I miss? Ugh. Hold on. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm sorry, guys. I'm literally just missing all the things. I don't know. I'm sorry. If whatever it is, it flew over my head. My local yarn store, it's very big. Had its anniversary sale today, an extra 20% off. Sale yarns. Yay. That's great. I think sometimes you were letting us. Um, yeah. Okay, yeah. So extending it a little while allows you guys the time to like get relaxed into it and all. I get you. I appreciate it. Okay, well, I appreciate that, Kim, because I'm sitting here, I'm seeing like warning signs and things, and I'm like, what is happening? I'm looking around. Anyway, thank you for that. Um, let's try not to use those emojis that have me all up in arms. Like, what's going on? Oh, anyway, what was I speaking about? I squirreled because I saw that. Let me see. What was I mentioning? I don't know. I missed it. Sorry. It's 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, bucket list trips, right? So there's places that I need to go to, before I leave this earth, right? I gotta tell you, Australia and New Zealand are one of those places. Now I'm combining them into one just because I feel like if I'm gonna go all the way over there, I might as well hit both of the places during the same trip. I would need to go to like anywhere on that continent of Australia and then stop at New Zealand. Thank you, Jax, for the super sticker. I appreciate it. What is that? Oh, we have a big one and a little one. Love it. So good. I tried looking at like ticket prices and things. Apparently, it's more economical to fly from here to California first and then fly from California to Australia. There's like a huge difference in price. So, yeah, that's definitely going to happen if I decide to take that trip, right? We'll see. Nope, too many spiders. Apparently, they're big spiders down there. Like these huge, like you see on the internet, like they're the size of like, you know, hoods of cars and things. They're like huge. I don't know how true that is. Maybe it's just the prop. Sometimes you can't really believe everything you see, on the interwebs. Um, Congrats on 73K. Sky's the limit. You will fly. Yes, we're on our way to the silver play. It's my goal to have the silver play by New Year's Eve. I'm going to work really hard. I don't know if I'm going to hit it, but if I do, it's going to be because of us. We're going to work really hard on getting it done, you know? Now, I do have this little personal goal, which I think I'm going to hit. I wanted to have 75 by my 2-year podiversary. So, my podiversary is literally next month. I don't know if we're going to hit it, but I'm going to work really hard And hopefully I can get it. 75K by the 19th of September. I don't know. Do you guys think we can hit it? Do you think we can do 75 or what is it, 2K now? I have to get 2K within a month. We have a month and a half, I think. Let me see. A month and 10 days. I think we can do it. All right. It's going to take a village. I don't take credit for the numbers I have, by the way. I don't look at that number and be like, oh, look at all the work that I did. Yes, it took a lot of work out of me, but it's a whole community of people that came together to do that, to make that happen, you know? So, and for my growth to grow the way that it did, it for sure wasn't just me by myself doing it. So, yes, we got to get so you guys watch that number with me every now and then, pepper in, just check it out and see where we're at. And the goal will be to get to 75 by September 19th. I don't know what we should do if we hit that number. But then just think about it, September, right? The real challenge, guys, is getting all of those subscribers from September to December 31st. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Do you guys think like from September 19th to December 31st? Am I going to get to 100K? I don't foresee it. But if we do, we're going to try. You know? You need another Wildflower Oasis pattern. I was going to do like a fall one, but I have this poncho I mean this sweater. We're supposed to be doing a sweater make along. So, yeah. I mean, I promised it, so I'm going to do it, but it is definitely going to slow the progress down. But we got to do it. Don't think about it. It's all I think about, sugar. Yeah, we're supposed to be doing a cardigan in the coming weeks, and I guess while we're doing that, I'll plan something for the fall to help grow the channel before the new year. Fingers crossed, guys. And by the way, I got to tell you, I mentioned this before, I'll do it again. This make along, this cardigan make along is one where it's not like the Wildflower Oasis. There will be no tutorials to watch. We are literally making it together. I'm going to go live just like this, and I'm going to give you all of the instructions, and I'm going to show you my finished pieces, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do, and it's going to be a chance for you to ask questions and all the things, just because it's a wearable. Annie, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thanks for being you. I love that. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That's so great. Um, that's great. Thank you so much. You totally didn't have to do that. That's amazing that you did. Thank you. So just to put it out there, I'm doing a big boxy cardigan, right? So I'm running 2 4-weight yarns together. You don't have to do it that way. You can do whatever you want. We're just making a cardigan. So I'm putting it out there, letting you know that I'm running 2 4-weight yarns together, and I'm using an 8mm hook. So that's kind of how I like my cardigans. I like them big and chunky. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And if you're interested, stay tuned. All right. Will replays be up for the make along? Yes. Every single one will be up. I'll have it in a separate folder. It's going to be specific to the make along. Okay. And you can rewatch it and replay it and all the things. I'll show you how to do your measurements, where to measure and how to get positive ease and like what your hook size should be for the yarn of your choice and all the things. All right. I'll show you all of that. I just don't believe in telling you to chain 25 for a medium size if in fact what I think is a medium isn't what you think a medium is. So we're just going to do it that way. All right. It's going to be great. And by the way, by the time we're done the cardigan, fall will be right there. So it's just in time for the season. And literally right after that, I'm going to have to work on other projects for the channel because we have goals. We have goals to hit. So, right? You bought puzzle yarn for it? I love it. So some of you guys are using puzzle yarn. I didn't think about that. But yeah, puzzle's a really great option. So good. What yarn do you suggest for that? So okay, I made 4 or 5 of these cardigans already. So the yarn that I used for the one, you've seen it. It is Red Heart Super Saver Aran Fleck. It's like flecked yarn. I'm looking up because I have some leftovers. So it's a 4-weight yarn like this, a 4-weight. I ran 2 of these 4-weight yarns together and I used an 8mm hook. This actually might look nice worked up as a cardigan. Two of these together. This would actually look really nice as a cardigan, now that I think about it. Yeah. I have to make sure I have enough. It's called Painted Desert. Anyway, 2 4-weight yarns with an 8mm hook. Again, if you choose to use a chunky yarn like a 5-weight and you want to use a 6mm hook, I'm going to show you the measurements. You chain however many you need to chain to get to that measurement and all the things. So I know some of you guys reached out and said, hey Juan, I don't really want to make a chunky cardigan. Okay, you can make whatever cardigan you want, but I'm just going to show you how I construct it, and then you can make it however you want, you know? So, you might try the cardigan with your guidance and support. Yes, you're going to do all the things. You should make immediate me. I just caught that. I was considering whether or not if I should do just a basic stitch, and that's, guys, I'll put your minds at ease. I am not doing a complicated stitch. We're literally doing basic stitches for this cardigan because I want this to be one where the importance of this make along is to teach you construction for a wearable. That's the lesson to be learned here. I'm going to show you how to construct a wearable. Once you see the formula, you're going to take that formula and you're going to run with it. You're going to be like, well, I can do a sweater like this. I can do a cardigan like this. I can do a duster like this. The world becomes your oyster when you learn how to construct a garment. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the point of this make along. Yes, we're making a cardigan, but we're doing it live so I can show you how to construct a wearable. So you're going to like it. It's going to be fun. And if not, hey, at least you tried, right? At least you tried. Plus, you can ask questions live real time. That's a really great point right there. That's a great point. And, just for context, okay, if you knew how to do this cardigan from beginning to end, you can sit there, average speed, you can crochet this in 2 weeks. Like in your spare time. 2 weeks. And if you're in a hurry, you can do it in a weekend. It's really not that hard. But we're going to break it up and spread it out so that everybody can have time to ask their questions and make sure that their measurements are right. Do some necessary frogging if you feel like you need to frog. Whatever you need to do, Just that time to be able to like breathe and like ask the questions like, hey, Juan, am I doing this right? Is this wrong? So this will be my first wearable. Can't wait to try the cardigan. Yeah. And I did try a make along way before I became a channel. And I did not do the things. I looked at this and said, what am I even doing? I did this all wrong. So then in my own time, I went back to the videos, which were available as replays, and I took my time and I broke it down stitch by stitch. And believe it or not, guys, I made it. It worked. And it was actually for a sweater. And yeah, it was cattywampus as all get out, but at least I was able to finish it. And practice makes perfect. So that's all there is to that. And if this is the first time that you're making it, just know that it may not come out perfect, but at least you're trying. You don't make magic happen overnight on the first try. 12 skeins of puzzle in 4 colors enough? Yes. That's actually more than enough, Linda. You have enough to make a few of the cardigans. if you ran just one skein of Premier Puzzle, like one strand, you could probably make a cardigan with half of that. Yep. And, you know, yeah, so you can get 2 cardigans out of 12 skeins of puzzle. That's a lot of yardage right there. Yes, so the one stitch at a time. It's going to be all the things. I love all these emojis. Do you guys see all the wrenches? They're putting emojis in here and all the things. I wonder why I'm getting all these emojis, guys. Anybody else wonder that? Are they painting the chat with all the pretty pictures? Will a 2 or 3 weight work? Yes, but you will be there for 40 days and 40 nights crocheting all them rows. I mean, if you're willing to do the work, yes, you can definitely do it. What is the secret code with the emojis? I have no idea, guys. I have not been filled in on all that. I have no idea. I just, they love me. That's it. All the mods love me. And all of you guys leaving me emojis, it's all love. I think that's what it is, right? 40 days and 40 nights crocheting all the rows for all the things, right? You're thinking code for the mods to cut you off. Are they trying to like get me to scroll from my conversation? I have no idea. I gave you a wrench and you guys decided to play. Oh, I see how it goes. I finally caught another live. I'm still. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel well. I hope you feel better. I hope you get well. You know? Thank you, Amelia. Oh, and by the way, Amelia, I got your message. I'm glad that you like the thread. And happy belated birthday to you. I forgot to mention that to you. Happy belated birthday, and I'm glad that you like the thread. Yes, feel better, Myra. We see you. Yes. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up soon. Listen, I am shook. I've been on for, what, over an hour and a half, and we still have over 300 people in here. How does that even happen, guys? How does that happen? You know what I mean? Like, I got to tell you, I'm very thankful. I for sure thought everyone would go and do their own thing at this point. But the fact that you guys are still here hanging out with me, come on. You know what I mean? Like, what is even happening right now? Listen, I do appreciate the love. I feel the love. I feel appreciated. I see it. You know what I mean? I feel it. So, thank you for showing up for me tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. Tomorrow morning, I'm doing a crochet with JTYA, just letting you guys know. There have been requests for me to do a tutorial tomorrow morning, so I'm going to do it. It's for the quarter granny, so if you're interested in that, tomorrow morning will be the time that I do that. I'm going to show you how to do that rectangular granny. All right, so stay tuned for that. And then tomorrow night, 6 p.m. as always, we're going to do the Sunday Live. All right, so that is all from me for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's always a pleasure. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Lots of love to you. Bye.